Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. I am so glad that I can be here and do new makeup releases again. It has been, I think we missed 2 weeks because of our Passover holiday, which has finally passed over us, and we are so happy about that. Okay, it has been very intense, a lot of family. I'm just looking down because I have to keep my phone up so it doesn't turn off, because you know the whole issue with my internet connection here. Okay, so it has been a lot of family, a lot of dogs, a lot of visitors, it was a lot of food, way too much food. Yeah, okay, but sweeties, it is finally over. The dogs are walking in. Hi Rex. Hi sweeties. Okay, and we are talking about makeup today, of course. As always, you will find all my links to my social media and also, of course, my discount codes on my link tree, which is linked in the description box in case you want to know. And I'm going to, of course, also give you a little notification if I do have a discount code with a brand, which means that you can use it, but you don't have to. And I should also tell you what I have used for today's look. And I used the mattes from the Relentless palette from Playing in Makeup by Yolanda. It is this palette. I also happen to have a discount code with Pimby, Playing in Makeup by Yolanda, but just in case you want to check this one out, it's a very good palette. I really like the quality of Playing in Makeup by Yolanda. These shimmers are oh, now my phone turned off. Okay, these shimmers are from Face Lace Beauty, my single collection, which actually have been all of them. It's like another palette like this gifted to me by my bestie, and that is so amazing because, like, really. Okay, sweeties, that is all of the introduction. I'm already losing it. Okay, so let us move to the side and let's go right in, because I can't move to the side because my dress is so long. Wait, I'm getting stuck. All right. No, wait. Let me fix this. Don't unsubscribe. This is just real life happening. Okay, so sweeties, let us go in because there's a lot of nice stuff happening. I'm not going to do catch up on everything that I have missed in the last 2 weeks because that would just be too long, but even the things that are just now happening are so beautiful. Another dog walking in. Hi Dakota, come on, make yourself comfortable. All right, sweeties, let us start with Sugar Drizzle because they're coming out with two things. First of all, they're coming out with this palette, the Smile, Don't Forget to Smile palette. I think I might have mentioned that in the first sneak peek or something like this, that this is coming. I don't recall if I showed you the whole picture, but the whole palette and also the finger swatches. Sweeties, just look at that. So beautiful. I am so excited about this brand. I have tried Sugar Drizzle. I don't know how many palettes do I have, maybe 3, not too much honestly. Because like if I were to live in America, I would probably have every palette, but you know, to get stuff to me and to like international shipping and import taxes and stuff like this is just really extreme. So I have to kind of fine-tune myself a little bit, but not because I don't want to have this. You know what I mean? All right, sweetie, so this is coming soon. This is so beautiful. And then they're also coming out, and for this I have to scroll down a bit. They're also going to come out with metallics. Now this is the only picture that I have so far and the only information that I have so far, but this is also coming. I just wanted to give you a heads up on this one. Both of these releases look absolutely beautiful, and again, a brand that has super nice quality, super nice creativity, and very big fan of this brand. Okay, then let's also talk about Glamshop. And in my last video before I went off to my Passover holiday, when it comes to makeup releases, I gave you a sneak peek that something new is coming. Now, it was just like a little snippets because I hadn't seen a whole picture yet and I didn't really have any kind of information, but now I have, and this is the Rococo collection. This is what it's called. So you do have a palette and also face products here and lip products in case this is something that you would like to check out. Of course, this is based in Europe, so if you live in Europe, this might make super much sense. But I also know from some of you who are in, for example, America, that you guys checked out Glamshop Poland because you saw it mentioned here and you know, you went for it. And I think I've never heard anyone regretting it, you know. So I myself have probably like 5 or 6 palettes from Glamshop Poland, and I think they're really nice. All right, so so you can see the products here, and that is basically what you can have. And I think all of this is live now. Yeah, it is. Okay, sweeties, then let's also talk about this one here, and this is from Girl Code Cosmetics. I have to make a mental reminder to myself right now that I don't forget to put the names up here, right? I started that last time, and you guys found it very, very helpful. So you're welcome. Yeah, I just have to remind myself because it is kind of a new feature for me, and I kind of have to train myself not to forget. Okay, so Girl Code Cosmetics is coming out with this palette. This is already available for $35. It is a palette with 12 shades. You do have mattes and shimmers here. And of course, mostly a neutral palette with super nice depth. And then of course also those yellow shades in it, and sunflower theme. May I just point out that that is my most favorite flower, so just saying, you know, this is a palette that I super vibe with. I also feel that the balance in this palette is super, super nice, you know, and that is something that I personally need so much, because if a palette is too light, too dark is not so much of a problem for me, but if it is too light, it makes me feel so uneasy. I just need a good balance when it comes to depth in the palette and, you know, stuff like that. So I think they did super well here, and the color scheme is of course something that you need to be into or not. I think they did a very nice theme here. So that is from Girl Code Cosmetics, in case you want to check this one out for $35. All right, then let's talk about Ensley Cosmetics, because they're coming out with the Enchanted Garden collection, which you see here. Sweeties, later on in the video we are going to talk about something that is similar to this. Just so remember, because I'm going to refer between those two. Okay, so remember this one. This is from Ensley Cosmetics, the Enchanted Garden collection. Looks absolutely stunning. Also the swatches, so foiled, so amazing, absolutely beautiful. And this is launching on, this has, wait, what is the date? Oh, this has launched. This has launched already. Wow, I had no idea that we are that late in April already. Sweeties, these last weeks were so busy, I didn't even look at the date. I was just trying to survive, you know. I basically spent all my holidays in the kitchen. Seriously, you know, this is real life. Okay, so that is that. It looks absolutely stunning, and wow. Really beautiful. Okay, so then let's also talk about Lorena Cosmetics. And when I saw this, I was like, wow, so this is the Mary Jane palette. I was like, wow, has a year passed already since all the last Mary Jane releases, like last year, right? So wow, I cannot even believe that a year has passed and I'm a year older now. It's not true. Is it? Yeah, but yeah, it is. So this is the Mary Jane collection. You do have the palette and then also the lip gloss. The palette also here, I think it is a very nice version of all those Mary Jane and these kinds of releases. I think because I think a lot of those are usually very green, which I don't mind because it is nice. It's my favorite color to do makeup with, but it feels like kind of a little bit expected almost already. And correct me if I'm wrong, it's just that like I feel that there is a connection with the green and stuff. But this one here has more variety, and I really like that. And also here you have of course super nice depth in the palette, and this is already live in case you want to check this one out. I think it's pretty. It's very pretty. Also the lip gloss color is very pretty. So it is more like a soft, neutral, lighter brown. At least this is how it looks here on the picture, and looks very pretty. All right, so sweeties, should I tell you what I have on my lips? That's actually a lip gloss from Unearthly Cosmetics. Back then, this is still Alien Cosmetics. Of course, they have now rebranded to Unearthly, but this I think was from the Christmas collection 2 years ago or something. I'm just rediscovering all my old stuff, you know. It's really nice. Okay, sweeties, then let's also talk about Moira Cosmetics, because they're coming out with the Moira Land series collection. All right, so you do have of course those two bigger palettes. Let me see, it says here the Moira Land series includes two pressed pigment palettes with 15 shades. One is the Fun is in the Air palette, and the other one is the Magic Dreamin' palette. And you can also have it as a bundle for $35 or individually as for $18.50. All right, this is available at Moira Beauty or Moira Cosmetics. What is it? Moira Beauty? Yeah, so that is what it is. Okay, so here I have to say that the palette that is, I think both of the palettes are nice, but for me personally, they are too light. And this is what I mean, like I don't feel the balance for me personally, okay? But again, I am very, very particular in what I need for myself, and that is usually darker shades, especially when it comes to the mattes, but also, no, shimmers, I don't need dark ones too much, but when it comes to the mattes, and yes, there are, but I need more personally, okay? But I've tried Lorena Cosmetics and I really, really like that. And I also really like it that it is more affordable, because I am very much for that, because I think in some brands we are seeing prices really spinning out of control, and I'm not happy about that, okay? So, and I wonder where that comes from, like how is it justified? You know, so I know everybody has to pay bills, but you know, the customers also have to pay bills, and they need to be able to afford it, because otherwise the brands can come out with whatever they want and nobody's gonna be able to buy it, right? Or just like special people that have a lot of, I don't know, a lot of money, I guess. Okay, so sweeties, let us then go to something where I have a question. And that is from Ensley Cosmetics, and this is the Mangonada palette. Now the palette looks really, really pretty, but it says here this palette is inspired by the rich colors and flavors of the famous dessert, featuring 9 stunning shades with mattes and shimmers. I've never heard about this famous dessert. What have I been missing? I think I should travel more, because maybe then I would learn a little bit more about stuff. I don't know. But yeah, so wait, this looks like there is a glitter there in the middle. It doesn't say here in the product description that there is a glitter, but it looks, according to the swatches, it looks like this could be a glitter in the middle. I think the palette is super pretty. Also here I feel the balance, you know, and I think even when you have a smaller palette, like 9 shades, that is hard to do, you know? What we just saw with the Lorena Cosmetics palettes with the 15 shades, it already gets easier. I think the bigger the palettes get, the easier it is to like fit everything in. And I think to make a well-balanced 9-pan palette is very, very difficult, you know? So because you kind of have to suit so many needs or meet so many needs, and it's hard. So I think this is super well done. It's very fiery and I really, really like it, and I really would like to know what Mangonada is. So this looks like maybe a smoothie or something. Sweeties, let me know in the comments. All right, is this available? This retails for $20 and it is available already, okay? So then let's also talk about Salem Cosmetics, because they're coming out with 4 matte blushes, which you can see here. Also here you do have a nice range. There might be really something for everybody, which is also kind of cool, you know? Kind of cool to have 4 blushes, and I think everybody would find something here. And I'm also applauding them for not putting them in a 4-pan palette, so that everybody can actually just take what that person needs. Really, really thankful, grateful for that, because I think those blush palettes just, yeah, I don't know how much sense they actually make. Okay, so this is going to be permanent items, and no bundles will be available at this time, so you have to buy them individually in case you want to choose different ones. Okay, now coming back to blush palettes. Okay, so let us talk about Pink Lips Cosmetics. Now they have actually done something that is kind of cool. So they apparently used to have blush palettes with 3 pans, 3 different palettes with 3 pans, okay? And they came out now with a blush palette, 6 pans. And I don't know if there has been a poll or something, but they said they included the most favorite or most requested blushes in that 6-pan palette from the existing 3-pan palettes. Do you know what I mean? So this is what they came out with, and I think in that case it makes sense if they actually kind of asked, what are your favorites? What are the most bought items? Then it kind of makes sense, because then it fits basically most of your customers, you know? And also here I would say that this is a more dark leaning palette anyway, so it kind of makes sense, because I think it would fit a lot of people. I think, you know, if you have very, very light shades and very, very dark shades in a palette, in a blush palette or a face palette in general, then I just don't know how to use it, you know, how to get the most out of a palette. But this seems to be a little bit more balanced compared to other things that one sees, you know. So that's just my thing. I have a hang up with this, so you gotta forgive me. Okay, so this is Pink Lips Cosmetics. I think they did well here. And also this, it retails for $15, and you know, I want to applaud that, because it's awesome to have makeup that you can afford, and you get 6 shades for $15, you know, and that's really, really nice. All right, so this is available. Then let's also talk about Blend by Ni Cosmetics, because they have come out with 2 blush palettes and lippies. All right, so you see it all here. There is one blush palette that is a little bit more, I want to say, elegant in a way, and that is of course the more subdued one. This is the Bare Cheeks palette, and then you also have the Juicy Cheeks palette, which of course is the more colorful one with the orange packaging. All right, so for me personally, the orange packaging palette is too much. It's just not me, but the other one is really, really nice. Really, really nice. And also the lippies look super, super beautiful. So you do have lip oils. These are lip oils. Okay, so I think it looks beautiful, this whole release, and I'm super excited that they're, you know, expanding their whole collection of what they offer from Blend by Ni Cosmetics. I'm a super big fan of that brand. I do have almost all the palettes, and also here I would, if I were to live in America, I would order them as they release. I can just not do that, and I also have of course my rescue dogs and everything, so you know, my funds have to go to a lot of different places. But if I could financially and otherwise, this would also be a brand where I probably just like would buy everything. You know, that's how I am. All right, so now let's remember Ensley Cosmetics that we spoke about with the Enchanted Garden collection, and let's look at this. So this is Pretties for Your Face. For me, this looks, I want to say, almost the same. Now, not 100%, but it is the same vibe. Let's put it that way, okay? So they're coming out with 9 mega chrome shadows. And also this looks absolutely stunning. Now, I have heard amazing things about Pretties for Your Face. Let me know in the comments what your experiences are, or if you want to try this, because this looks so stunning. Okay, so you can have this as a bundle for, wow, a lot of money. Okay, so I'm not, this is scary. Okay, it's far beyond $100, far beyond, and that of course makes it absolutely impossible for me. But if you're like me and you cannot afford the whole thing, you can also buy them individually, and then they retail for $18 each. Okay, I would not know which one to choose, because they all look beautiful. And also of course, if you see the swatches, how do you choose between gorgeous and amazing? How? You know, I can't. But it's beautiful. Yeah, so I think brands are coming out with super, super nice stuff. I just wish it could be, it could fit my budget, because I kind of want it all. The next one I also want, that is from Shine by SD, who has collabed again with Monica Jones and Bizarro Volta, and they're coming out with the #2 collection. Wait, it's called the Dusk and Dawn Part 2 collection. What is it called? The Duality Collection Part 2, Dusk and Dawn. Yeah. Okay, sweeties, Shine by SD with those 2 amazing creators. And again, of course, they created super, super nice products here. And I know that a lot of you bought the first collection and that you really, really liked it. So yeah, so here's the next one. The palettes do retail for 120 Canadian dollars, which is about 88 US dollars. And then of course you can also have it as bundles and as empty palettes, in case that is what you want. But then why would you buy an empty palette if you can have those beautiful shades in them? I don't know. Okay, so this has launched already, and this is super, super beautiful. All right, so let's move on to Unearthly Cosmetics, because they are going to come out with the Don't Be Jelly palette. Now, I was like, when I saw the first sneak peeks of just the name and the outer packaging with the jellyfish, I was like, we have a Don't Be Jelly palette already. I actually have 2. One when it was still Alien Cosmetics, I think, and then one when they rebranded to Unearthly Cosmetics, but it was still that same palette. Do I have it here? Can I show you? I would have to dig around, so never mind. But yeah, so one I got in PR and one I bought myself before I got the other one in PR. And now they're coming out with another Don't Be Jelly palette. And sweeties, this one is completely different. First of all, it is bigger, which is nice. It has 12 shades, but it has also mattes and shimmers, which is amazing. And this is how it looks. This is how it looks. This is coming soon. This is coming my way already. It is on the way. I have no idea when I'm going to receive it. The last package that I got from a brand took a month to get to me. Which might also have to do with our high holidays here, because nobody is working then, or just like part-time or whatever. So, you know, a lot of things involved here. But this looks stunning, and of course you're going to see this here. And I highly recommend for you to follow me on my social media, because there you're going to see all my looks that I do, and I'm posting pretty much every single day. I am doing close-ups of my eyes, and then you can see, of course, everything much better than you would even see here, you know. So this is stunning. I'm super excited about this one. Okay, then let's also talk about sticker dolls, because they're coming out with this. This is the Eternal Sunshine highlighter palette. This retails for about £22, and this is available now. I do believe that I do have a discount code. I think so. I think so. Okay, so in any case, this is the palette. You do have, of course, here also a nice range of colors, from a little bit more neutral and classy to super colorful. So I think this looks really pretty, and in case you want to check this one out, then please do so. This is available now. Then let's also talk about Dandelion Cosmetics, because they're coming out with a 12-hand palette, which is called the Spring Symphony collection. Wait, if this is a collection, then it must be more than just a palette, isn't it? I can't scroll right now. I don't know. Okay, sweeties, it is a palette, and this collection includes 12 magnetic pan shades featuring matte finishes, and I guess it makes it a collection in case you want to also buy the palette with it. I think that this is what the deal is. Okay, unfortunately, again, because of my very low internet connection when I'm here in my basement, it is a bit hard for me to find out right now. Okay, so for those 12 singles, you will have to pay $40 for this bundle, and including the palette, it's going to be $50. Yeah, and if you buy them individually, then it costs you $4.50 per piece. All right, so this has launched already, and it looks very beautiful and dreamy, I have to say. For me personally, if you know me, you know that pastels are just not my thing. It makes me kind of anxious, but I think how they also, you know, kind of matched it with the outer packaging, with that beautiful picture there, or painting on the outside, and the whole vibe is beautiful. It's just that me personally, as Leorah, I'm not into pastels, okay? But maybe you are, and I just feel like I look better with the darker shades. You know, that's just my preference. Okay, so please feel free to check this one out. The whole palette, the way you see it here, is going to retail, or does retail, for $50. All right, then let's also look at this one here from Lethal. So this is the Wildflower collection. So you do have, of course, some face products and the palette and some lippies. The palette looks actually really pretty. Really pretty, you know. I'm very grateful for those two darker shades there. I could have another one, like a really dark one, but I'm okay. I'm okay with this the way it is. Also, of course, the face products and everything looks really nice. So you do have, of course, those blushes, and then you do have those lip creams. They retail for, let me see, $13 each. The blushes for $15.50 each, and the Wildflower palette retails for $52. All right, so that is what it is, and then you can also have the whole collection, I do believe, in a bundle. I don't know right now. Okay, sweeties, this is how it looks. I think this is very springtime, very sweet, very romantic, and I think it's pretty, you know. So, and of course, Lethal Cosmetics is also based in Europe. It's based in Berlin, Germany. So in case you're based in Europe, it just makes things so much easier. And I'm so grateful for every brand that is actually in Europe, or somewhere closer to me than America or Australia or somewhere else, because it just makes it so much easier for me and so much faster. Sweeties. Okay, it makes it so much easier, you know. All right, so let us talk about Davina Cosmetics. Hi. I thought it was the dogs, but it was my husband.
It was me stumbling over the bucket.
Stumbling over the bucket. So wait, sweetie, can I drag you in front of the camera?
Not really.
Not really? So I'm supposed to drink a coffee now and ruin my lipstick? It's okay, thank you so much, sweetie. Alright, so let's talk about Davina. Davina Cosmetics, because they're coming out with the Sea of Shadows collection, which looks like this, and also this looks beautiful. And I have to say that Davina just has this amazing way of doing the swatches and kind of the flat lay slash swatches of their new products. It is so on brand, it is so beautiful, and they do such a stellar job to like brand themselves as their own. And you always recognize, you don't even need to read the description, you know this is Davina, right? And this is so smart, and I think a brand needs to find their way of being like that, like Davina. So, and of course Davina is also very high quality, and yeah, and this is how it looks. So this is going to release on April 22nd. The bundle price for this is $56, and the singles will retail for $8 each, and I think it's absolutely stunning. So yeah, if you want to get that, this is going to launch super soon. Okay, then let's move on to Colored Rain, because they're coming out with these skin sticks in 26 colors or shades. So this is a multi-use skin stick, so you can, I guess, use it for foundation or for concealer or for all kinds of things. I just wanted to show you this, not because I'm myself using stuff like that very much at all, but you know what, you can also use it, of course, as contour and things, you know. So if you are very fair like me and you buy yourself a darker shade and just use it as a contour shade or bronzer, that could also make, of course, a lot of sense. But yeah, so this is available now. They retail for $18 each from Colored Rain. And I think also the range is really well done, you know, from super light to super dark, super well done. Okay, sweeties, let us also talk about Colourpop real quick, because they're coming out with the Alice in Wonderland collection. And I have to say that here, this palette is actually super pretty, and of course, as always, they have all kinds of other things, blushes and shadow sticks and a lip kit and all kinds of stuff. Let's talk about the palette though. I think it's really sweet, this palette. I think the overall vibe of the collection is super nice. I was thinking when I saw this that Alice in Wonderland, it always completely freaked me out when I was a kid. This whole concept of this Alice in Wonderland story, I was very scared of that. I don't know. What do you think of this? I don't know. I never understood it. You know, I was always just scared. Yeah, okay, but that is that. I think this looks really nice. Will I get this? No, but in case you want to, then feel free to do so. Beauty Creations Cosmetics is coming out with the Nude X eyeshadow palettes, which look like this. So you do have 3 smaller palettes and then 1 bigger palette. In case you want to check this one out, the bigger one retails for $18, and then the smaller ones for $12 each. And then you can also have it in a PR box for $39, the whole thing complete. This launches, let me just check the date again. This launches your today, I think. No, your tomorrow. Yeah, you know, on the 20th. Okay, sweeties, in case you want to check this one out, I think that it is super smart, even if one has a tendency to be more colorful. Sweeties, who just walked in? Raven? Raven, just lie down, okay? Even if you have a tendency... Really? Come on, sweetie, lie down. Let the other ones sleep. Come here, sweetie. Good girl. Hey, good girl. Yeah, I wish you guys could see her. She's my black German Shepherd. Okay, so everybody should have a palette that is more neutral, you know? I have one. Here, I'm gonna show you, because I'm not just saying this, I'm actually meaning this. And you see me usually very colorful, but I got myself, for that same purpose, I got myself the Timeless Treasures palette from Louise, which is basically, let me just open this. It is this, and then you have also this. So you do have twice 18 shades, if I can get it out like this, you know? And this is my to-go palette, to-go-to palette for these things. And I'm just saying, as a person who has like 5 million colorful palettes, that also for me, I need to have this, I don't know, treasure box of neutrals all in one place. Could I go into like 50 different palettes and have all of these shades in 50 different palettes? Absolutely. Do I want to do that? No, you know? So I'm kind of saying that something like this, to have something like this in your collection, just makes a lot of sense, even if you're usually doing colorful makeup. At least this is how I see it. Okay, and then the last thing for today is a sneak peek, which I am very, very excited about, because I am in general just very excited about that brand, and that is Esporte. Now, Esporte is going to apparently come out with 4 new palettes: the Begonia palette, the Fleur palette, the Flora palette, and the Color palette. And you see them basically here, just like in each segment. The top palette is the new palette. Now they look a little bit smaller than the normal Esporte palettes, so it looks like they could maybe have 12 shades or something like that, or 8, no, maybe 12, I don't know. But this is going to come soon, and I'm super excited about this. First of all, because I love Esporte so much, and every palette that I don't have from Esporte is a real big trigger for me, because I really, really, really love that brand. And yeah, so I'm super excited that they're coming out with new palettes, and I will have to see if I can get them to me somehow. Yeah, okay, sweeties, that is that. I'm gonna be so excited to see what is behind those packagings. Outer packagings. Okay, now that is that. Let me just move myself back to the middle, and maybe I should also give you a tiny quick update regarding my brother in Ukraine, in case you're interested, because you know, a war is still going on, and it has been really, really rough. They have been, of course, trying to, you know, get the fields ready and everything, have been dealing with very bad weather also. Has been a lot of rain, and of course then they have to wait days and days, because otherwise the machinery gets stuck on the fields and in the mud and everything. And for my brother, it is very, very hard to sit at home and do nothing. He especially now, he needs that normal farm work in order to feel healthy, because that is the only thing that still feels normal. Everything else doesn't, you know, and that is, it's just very important for him. But I think now that spring is coming, and you know, everything looks a little bit brighter than in gray winter and gray or white winter, I think his spirit is picking up a little bit. There were a couple of weeks where he was really, really downcast, and it was very hard to see him like this. Yeah, beyond that, some things are getting easier. Maybe you remember that I spoke about this, that they constantly had power outages and stuff like that. Now that has really solved itself. The Ukrainian people who are in charge, they really fix stuff super, super fast. And my brother said sometimes it's just really like they tie a knot in the cable or something like this. Like I know that one cannot do that, but they fix it like very, very immaturely, you know, not maybe super, super professional, but in order to make things work quickly again, this is what they do, you know. And so it's just survival basically, but it has helped a lot to get back to a little bit more of a normal life. And of course the machinery also in my brother's bakery was suffering very, very much from the power outages, of course, as you know, that this is not, it's not good when you constantly lose power, and especially in those ovens that get like super hot and then suddenly it's like gone. You lose basically all the bread and everything that is right now baking. You lose everything. So that was a rough time, and that is much, much better now. Also, like if you need to fill your cars up with gas and things like that, that was used to be a super big problem. Also, that has solved itself a little bit more. Yeah, so some things are looking better, but of course they're losing a lot of people. You know, they're losing a lot of people, even from people in their little village. You know, there are so many people who are not coming back home, and I'm just not going to get into it, because then, you know, it's a whole big issue with YouTube and monetization and who knows what. But you fill out the blanks, you know what I mean, right? Okay, so please keep praying for peace and for the safety of my brother and his wife and this whole operation. And who knows where this will end? Seriously, who knows? Only God knows. So yeah, so that is that for today, sweeties. If you like it here, then of course let me know. If you don't like it here, then let me know too. but be kind. And if you do like it here, then please don't forget to subscribe. I would really like to have you here as a permanent member of my tribe. And give the video a like, because it really, really helps on YouTube. You know, I've actually become way more serious about stuff like that also with other videos that I'm watching, because I realized myself how much it does to a video, how it is being handled by YouTube. If you have more engagement on your video by, you know, people giving you like or commenting and stuff like that. So yeah, so if you don't mind, then feel free to do that. And beyond that, of course, I'm going to see you here next week for my next video. And also maybe one more word to Kiki's videos that have been going up now for 2 weeks here on my channel. Kiki is Loud, this new series, because people have been trying to comment, and YouTube is actually turning off the comments. Even if I turn them back on, YouTube is turning them off again. I do assume that they're doing that in order to protect Kiki. I wish they would just believe me that I'm protecting her, but YouTube is very powerful, so I'm kind of giving up on it, unfortunately, because it's not good for the video if people cannot comment. But okay, so in any case, there's more coming from Kiki. Some of you really, really like it. If you don't, that is not a problem. You don't need to watch it. You know, I'm still here also on my channel. If you just want me, that's also okay. All right, with that being said, I'm going to see you here super soon, and up until then, definitely go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.